What's up guys, it's me your boy SteveRandom here, and in today's video I'm doing a fragrance battle. But before I start though, I want to see if you guys can tell the difference in the light. Does it look better, does it look worse? Because I originally had a yellowish light, now I have a white light, so it should look a little bit more clear. Let me know though in the comments below if it looks better or if it looks worse. Now let's get into this video, because today we're going to be comparing the original Club de Nuit Intense Man and the reformulated Club de Nuit Intense Man. The biggest giveaway between the two to tell which one's which is that the reformulation has a black atomizer and the original has a silver atomizer. You've probably been hearing a lot of stories about a silver atomizer is way better, the black atomizer lasts like a beast, what's going on, which one's better. I'm myself gonna say my own opinion and try to clear it up for you guys. What I also realize is in the appearance, the original has a much stiffer cap. Like look, I'm trying to turn this, it's hard to turn this. While this one, you can like do the spin with this one, you know? That's the difference I get overall in the bottle. Let's spray them on and see what I think. Wow, that's a big spray. That is a strong spray. This is more smooth to press down on. So the original's on my right, the reformulation is on my left. And I've already smelled these before, because usually before a fragrance battle video, I test the fragrances out for a few days, then state my opinion. Whoa, this is strong. Man, I think 2 sprays was too much. But the original reformulation is much stronger on the opening. It's got a heavy lemon, it's got heavy woods, it's got this heavy like kind of zingy vibe to it. If you smell it off the top, like if you have no clue what this fragrance is and you smell it off the top, you'll be like, no way that's a clone of Creed Aventus. There's no way. When it dries down though, you'll be saying, man, this is a clone, and it's one of the best clones. In the opening, I don't really like it, so what I usually do is I spray it on, and like maybe half an hour before I go somewhere, so I can get that Creed Aventus dry down. Overall though, the reformulation I like a little bit better in the opening, because it's a little bit more smooth, but it's still very strong though. But it's not as strong as the original. But it's got this more of a it has like instead of that huge amount of lemon and woodsy notes, and it's got a little bit of more like an apple, maybe not apple, but like a pineapple in the background a little bit, because it smells a little bit nicer in the opening. But it's still got that huge amount of zingy, lemony thing, but it's got more of a, maybe it involves the pineapple and lemon and woods and maybe leather. So the reformulation is a little bit more calmer and still a beast in the opening, but it's a little easier to sniff is what I'm trying to say. When I first smelled this one yesterday, after having not sprayed it for maybe 3 months, I was very like whoa, I was like this. So it kind of throws you off, if you haven't smelt it or haven't got used to it. For the opening, I would say the reformulation wins it. For performance, I would say the original wins it. So silver atomizer wins for performance, black atomizer wins for overall better opening. Now let's get on to how close they are to Creed Aventus. The silver atomizer, during the mid of the fragrance, when you spray it on, maybe after 2 hours or so, it smells closer than the reformulation does, but it still is pretty far away from smelling like a Creed. But once you get into like 4 or 5 hours, they both smell just like the dry down of the Creed. Though it still has a lemon in there, but it's much more smooth, it's much more musky, it's much more like a Creed Aventus kind of dry down. So overall, after 4 hours after they're on your skin, they become Creed Aventus. You're gonna have to stick with those 3 to 4 hours of like not smelling the Creed Aventus, and then you're gonna come to it later and be like, wow, this smells like Creed Aventus. So overall, how close they are, I would say both of them are very close. There's not really a huge amount of difference, but let me hold up the bottles now, because I've smelt this already. I'll hold up the bottles to make it easier for you guys. This is, by the way, the original, and this is the reformulation. And the main difference for me is that one is missing a bling because that's how it came. So like by looking at it from the outside, I know which one's which. I think it's time to decide the winner because we've done the performance, we've done the opening, we've done how close they are to the actual thing, which is Creed Aventus. And I think it's time to pick a winner. Overall, my first impressions when I smelled this one, the reformulation, weren't so good, as you can tell by that video I made that said, is this Club de Nuit Intense Man fake? And a lot of you guys helped me out and said, no, it's just a reformulation. So I appreciate that, and now I've realized that it's pretty good actually. It's not that bad. The original though, I smelt and I had a Creed Aventus sample beside it, so I had a very informative kind of testing. So I smelled Creed Aventus, I smelled this one. It's a closer battle because I wasn't as shocked as how I was with this one, because this one kind of threw me off in the beginning. The reformulation overall had a worse effect on me in the beginning, but then it came back and it kind of smelled better, basically. But overall, I'm gonna pick the winner now, and overall, though, I don't know where you can find the silver atomizer because I don't think they're selling that anymore. So I don't know if you guys will be able to find the silver atomizer, even if you wanted to try it out. But the winner, though, is, in my opinion, the reformulated CDNIM, Club de Nuit Intense Man. The reformulated one is the winner because, in my opinion, though, it's a lighter opening, which I like more. Not as dark of an opening as the original one. But overall, though, I do use the reformulated one more than the original because long-lasting fragrance, and it still smells as close as it can to Creed Aventus. While this one is a little bit of a long-lasting fragrance, but it's not as easy to smell because it's a pretty harsh fragrance in the opening. So that's it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. My winner, or my preference overall between these two, is the reformulation, aka the Black Atomizer Club de Nuit Intense Man. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Peace.